In the notion of human capacity, we must transcend the old binary of academic and non-academic. There is no quantification for abstract, theoretical, and vocational. We must say that these constructs are myths with an equal legitimacy to be considered academic. Our society compartmentalizes in a futile struggle to define people into binary groups: man, woman, creative, logical, intelligent, ignorant. We tell men to play sports. We tell women to become submissive. We tell creative people to be artists. We tell logical people to be scientists. We tell intelligent people to try in school, and we tell ignorant people to not try at all. In this quest for a binary logic, we are building a world where scientists are no longer bringing creativity to chemistry, physics, and mathematics, while the very nature of science is invention, and invention is an act of beautiful, almost divine creativity. We must also recognize that learning happens in groups, and that collaboration is the quintessence of growth. If we atomize and fracture people from one another and recess them individually, we form a disjunction between them and their ideal learning environment. Despite the flaws of the educational system, it is necessary for one to learn how to collaborate and interact with peers. To learn in a bubble is to be blind to any other perspective other than your own. Empathy towards ideas, ideals, and intellectual property can only foster a greater understanding of the world around us. Learning, living, and the act of becoming should be a human right, even if one is forced into solitude. We must be brave enough, creative enough to be pioneers in the vanguards of progress.
There were no public systems of education really before the 19th century. They all came into being to meet the needs of industrialism. So the hierarchy is rooted on two ideas. Number one, that the most useful subjects for work are at the top. So you were probably steered benignly away from things at school when you were a kid, things you liked, on the ground you would never get a job doing that. Is that right? Don't do music, you're not going to be a musician. Don't do art, you won't be an artist. Benign advice, now profoundly mistaken. The whole world is engulfed in a revolution. And the second is academic ability, which has really come to dominate our view of intelligence because the universities designed the system in their image. If you think of it, the whole system of public education around the world is a protracted process of university entrance. And the consequence is that many highly talented, brilliant, creative people think they're not, because the thing they were good at school wasn't valued or was actually stigmatized. And I think we can't afford to go on.